Rotation is finally here, and we might already know what one of the best decks in Standard is. That's right, guys. Today we're going to be playing a deck that might be one of the best things you can be playing in Standard post-rotation, and I'm super excited because we've played almost an exact copy of this deck list a couple of weeks back. I was showing you guys the deck list I was using to rank up, and it's back around and stronger than ever because Edge of Eternities has absolutely juiced this deck up. And with post-rotation, I think things are going to get powered down, so it's in a really good spot right now. But if you guys are unfamiliar, this deck list is a synthesizer deck, which is going to create these constructs for us to run the opponent over as long as we're playing artifacts of mana value 3 or more, which is really, really good because it can, scale really fast and get out of control. And we're going to be doing the repurposing bay thing where we, get this down to trigger the construct, but also we can sacrifice cheaper artifacts to go find bigger artifacts. And this is going to allow us to cheat in our big end game win con here, which is the Fire Crystal, our one red spell in the entire deck. This card right here is, going to give all of our constructs haste and create constructs on top of it. So it's going to allow us to one-shot the opponent out of the blue, and they're not going to be expecting it. And of course, we're a United Battlefront deck because we've got a lot of permanents, and United Battlefront can help us go find anything we want and hopefully get a big mana, 4 mana value, and get a couple of things on the battlefield. It's kind of huge value for us. The new cards, guys, man. We've got the Star Cage. Star Cage has taken the spot of the temporary lockdown that was once in this deck list, and this is even better because if you actually turn off your stacking orders, your auto stacking, you can stack it to where you can play this and then trigger your construct token after the fact, so you can actually exile everything out the field and then create the token on top of that. So there's some actual synergies with this on like the temporary lockdown. And because it only takes artifacts and creatures, you can get creative and run things like Authority of Consuls, which I couldn't run before because temporary lockdown would pick this off. But now we can actually run this and it will stay on the battlefield, which is super helpful against mono red and aggro decks. And then we've got another new card here with the Relic. So good. This actually took the spot of we had that 2 mana artifact color list that allows us to draw a card and activate more mana. This actually draws a card when it enters the battlefield, just like that card does, but it also allows us to draw a card when it exits the battlefield, which is really good because we're going to be sacrificing it to the repurposing bay. And then we've only got one of the Enigma Jewel, a very easy one drop here for us to get down and hopefully use the mana value to create the free repurposing bay triggers. But this deck, guys, I'm telling you, is really good. We just had a lot of good wins with this deck. The only games I lost, I feel like were either we lost by turn 2 or I misplayed. The deck was absolutely on fire. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. We're going to jump right into it and hopefully see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, opening hand. What do we think? I don't think it's keepable, unfortunately. I'm going to mulligan that one away. This one looks a lot better. We'll drop the starting town because it's not really necessary here. Looking good, and it's going to probably be mono red. I've been seeing a lot of mono red today. It's been kind of crazy how much mono red I've actually seen. I can, answer that though with a nice little saw blades. It says sacrifice this creature, deals 6 damage to target creature with flying, and it ramps the opponent up here. So we're actually going to take away some of their mana here, which is good. I don't know what to expect from this player though. I've never seen anybody play the Strike Master before. That's definitely a first for me. Sorry if I sound a little hoarse. My voice is feeling like it's going out. All right, I like the repurposing bay, obviously. All right, that should be a little bit better. I cleared my throat a little bit. Okay, repurposing bay here, I think. Might as well get it down, right? I mean, we can't really activate it right away, though. Maybe I play the Relic and see if we can find another 2-drop. Maybe. I'm under no pressure right now. The opponent's probably playing a bigger red, maybe trying to work their way into potentially like an Ugin and ramp their way up. But I don't know. I've been having a lot of success today with this deck list, by the way, guys. I'm working on another deck list right now, the Life Gain Mill deck, and I'm trying my best to make it work. It's been having its ups and its big downs, so I've been putting it on the back burner for now. All right, we got the repurposing bay down, and we're going to be able to activate it for free and draw a card, which is so nice. Yeah, GG's. I don't know how you come back from that. I was going to go grab another snare and just take that out, so good game. All right, well, that was about as clean of a game as you could ask for. This hand looks fantastic. Let's go. Let's go. And we're going first too. Let's go. Uh-oh, we're up against landfall. Okay, so landfall's been giving me fits, man, all day today. And I'm not a big fan of landfall right now. It's becoming that deck that you just hate to see and run into. But yeah, this is not a great start for us. I should probably look to snare that right now while I can. I've got another snare ready to go too, in case they drop. Oh, that was not the right card. That was not the right card. I thought I pulled the snare out of my hand here. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay, well, we're in a little bit of trouble there. Why did I think that was another snare? That's crazy. I've lost my mind officially, guys. All right, well, I guess that opens the door for potentially a Saw Blades trigger to go off here and take out the Lockhart. There doesn't seem to be any priority sticks. Let's go. And now I guess I can go Repurposing Bay and sack these for some value, which is good. But yeah, not what we wanted to see there. That was a little bit weird. My bad. I genuinely have no idea how I made that mistake. I do think I need to take this. As much as I don't really want to for a Bristly build, it's like one of the least scary things to see. I just feel like it's necessary. I also feel like getting down a Simulacrum here. You know, they can't really run me over with that. There's no way they can run me over with that. So I'm going to go ahead and play out the snare, or the synthesizer, and go look for some more lands. Perfect. I think one is fine. I'll get one land here, play Repurposing Bay, sack the Saw Blades, and we'll get 2 bodies and get to exile. I may have to play it safe too. I may have to go grab a Pinnacle Stargate cage here instead of a snare, but just in case they have that, you know, protection spell ready to go. And they give me a few more targets here, which is good. Good. They're gonna pump the Lockhart. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the Star Cage just to be on the safe side of things. Which is gonna eat up one of my tokens here that I'm gonna generate, but it's fine. Yeah, they definitely have some sort of protection spell too, so this will be good. Here we go. Repurposing Bay. I cannot believe I made that mistake early on though. Oh, it's getting a little late too though, so I'm getting a little tired. Hopefully that can be my excuse. All right, synthesizer to the back. Let's go. So we exile first with the Star Cage. We make sure the Simulacrum goes off second here. That way we don't lose the token. They clearly have the protection spell. You know, they're trying to give hexproof, but that doesn't really work when I'm, you know, exiling the entire field. And then I guess we could do this. Is it sorcery speed to do this? It is sorcery speed. They won't have any haste, so we might as well. Might as well. Okay, we got a couple of options now going forward. Knowing that the opponent has like a Snakeskin Veil here is really tough. But yeah, they've run out of creatures, it looks like, so GG's, I guess. Plus, we had another one of these, so no big deal for us. Good game. All right, well, we got the Fire Crystal in the opener, which doesn't feel great, but you know what? It is what it is. This hand is still good enough to keep, I think. Let's get it rolling. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Depends what we're up against, of course, but that is kind of nice. Let's go fetch another land here. Clay-fired bricks. Lovely. You know what? I think I will go with the consoles here. This could be like some sort of sacrifice deck. Been seeing a lot of that. You know what? No, I think it'd be really unwise not to get down to Repurposing Bay here. I think we need to be a little bit more mana efficient than that, because I was gonna go with the Authority and then maybe hit spring-loaded Saw Blades on whatever got cast, which would have worked out pretty good for us actually here. Probably should have done that. All right, so they're doing some reanimation, huh? Did not expect that. All right, we're gonna play the Vault. We're gonna take out our opponent's Light Shatter here. And they're not going to be able to like Arden or anything this next turn. So we're not in any fear at the moment of the Cactuar coming in and winning the game. Both of these are good cards. I could actually play the Relic and draw into the Synthesizer, but I think I don't think we're gonna be able to do that, because we're gonna activate the Repurposing Bay for 2 and it's gonna reshuffle the deck. So okay, looks like they might be struggling for lands, maybe. I don't know. Okay, still no Arden in the yard, so that's good. Still in decent shape here. Not being able to create a fire crystal here is really bad. That would have been the perfect answer to our situation right now. But this is still fine. We're still cooking here. It doesn't really matter how this goes because we're going to activate the repurposing bay anyways. All right, so sack the clay fired bricks. Let's go grab the snare, and that'll create us a couple more bodies here. Maybe should have grabbed another synthesizer. I don't know. I really don't know. These should be strong enough though. You know what I should have done though? I probably should have prepped the top of my deck. No, I think we did it the right way. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking out loud here. I was thinking about maybe how we played the synthesizer first, playing it second, but I think playing it first was the only way to do it. All right, sweet. We might be okay here. I think we got him. All right, GG's. Let's go. Whew, that was actually a little scary, I'm not gonna lie, because they could have one-shot us at any point there. We have no graveyard hate because I haven't seen too much from graveyard players going, you know, recently in standard, so that was scary. All right, the opponent's going first. Hand looks fantastic. Not gonna question this one at all. And it's gonna be landfall again, darn it. Okay, I guess it's fine though. It's fine. And then a Hydra, okay, Hydra. Sorry, 1 second. Just checking my volume levels. I don't know why it seems a little bit different today. Okay, Hydra. I really hope my saw blades are good enough to take it out, but it's gonna be close. I'm sure they're gonna drop some sort of shenanigans here to double up its effects and stuff. Hydra number 2. I can live with that if it's just a land. Yes, I can still live with this. It's only gonna get to 4. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. Okay, but we gotta be able to deal with the second one. That's the big problem, right? That second one's a problem at the moment. I can get down the bay, but it's not gonna be good enough yet. I need to top deck a snare. Close, not quite. Gonna have to wait for the snare here on the next turn. Hopefully the Hydra doesn't win the game here. It's very likely it could. These Hydras get out of control so fast. Okay, so there's no Chocobo, meaning they're not doubling the effects, which means we should still live here. Unless they have like a double its power effect or something. Or another land drop. That'll do it. All right, we lost. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. These Hydras get out of control, man. Going first, I mean, we win that game. As simple as that. Going first, we win that one. Tough L. Tough L. Man, that's what I'm saying, guys. Landfall is such a tricky deck for us, man. It's so hard to beat. You got to have all of your removal like in line and ready to go for those matchups. It can get really tough sometimes. I don't think I need another one of those. I think I'm okay with just the one for now. And it's a Chocobo. All right, at least we got that. That's really helpful. Okay. I think we got a pretty good start here. Man, landfall is wild. Okay, they're running another color though. I think I like my chances of getting this down first before I play out my Star Cage. Ooh, that's fun too. I need at least one of those on top. And here comes the big stuff, right? We playing a little Hydra guy again. Oh, Sheltered by Ghosts. I can, yeah, sure. Definitely. All right, let's go. That's a big win right there. Go ahead and give me that back if you don't mind. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do some surveilling and scrying here. Do I need another land? Probably not. At least not a tap land. Like, that's not the kind of land I want to see. All right, let's throw that away too. That's fine. All right, we can snare that away, and then I think they're gonna probably end up scooping here, but I don't know. That might be wishful thinking, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna like this play. All right, left with the 4/4. Okay, another big guy to just take out here for me. Don't mind if I do. We'll be stealing that, and we're going to be hitting you for a easy 7. Let's go. They seem to be struggling to hit land drops here, which is interesting because they are a landfall deck, so maybe they're not running enough lands. But anyways, we get them back for the landfall player that got us last turn. Good game. All right, we got a pretty interesting hand here, man. If we're going against aggro, this hand Might actually be really good. I'm gonna try it. This might be really silly for me to keep though. We'll see just how silly this turns out to be. I got a land drop. That's beautiful. I needed that. That third land drop was kind of key for this hand to work out for me here. Okay, the opponent not playing anything here. Orzhov. Well, actually, hold on. Is that blue? That's blue. Okay, so they are running tokens. Okay, thank goodness for this, man. So they're doing some sacrifice stuff. I know what they're up to here. They're going to be doing some of the Sephiroth, you know, shenanigans. Wow, holy flood, right? Shuffler seems fine. Ooh, saw blades. Don't mind if I do. Did the opponent have an opportunity to attack on that last turn and just didn't? That seems kind of strange, right? I don't think I need that. Yeah, GG's. I mean, the opponent, I don't know what they were thinking, keeping that hand there. And I mean, they kind of ran into a situation of a double console there, so that's only going to hurt them if they attack. So GG's. All right, looks like we may have to mulligan this hand. I don't know. We do have double white sources though for the cage. I just don't like having the fire crystal in my hand. I guess I do have one starting town, which is technically a red source. This could work out. This could work out. Repurposing Bay. It's a very important card. I'll give you that. It's a very important card, but do I keep it on top? Surprisingly, I think I don't keep this on top. I don't see any option for it right now. I don't have any 2-mana artifacts to get down and sacrifice to it. And I just feel like it's just going to be tough to get to where we need to go with that sitting on top and taking up some space here. These are going to be, I mean, absolutely elite here in this matchup. The opponent kept a 1-land hand. Man, some of my opponents today have been savages with this, with these keeps. All right, I'm going to keep that on top so I can draw into the land and then play the land. That seems fine. Deep Cavern Bat. All right, it's time to pull the trigger here on these cages because they're going to take one of the cages. Yep. Time to pull the trigger on it. Let's go. I guess we're not playing that relic, by the way. So let's do it. And then we're going to reorganize the stack here. We're putting the synthesizer on the bottom. That way we get our token after the fact. There won't be any sort of raising the past for you, my friend. Yep, I figured you would take that, but that's fine. We planned on playing this anyways. Hiya! Take that bat, and then swing in for the 5. Seems good. The opponent only on 3 mana still. Not too scary. I'm not too worried about anything either because, I mean, they don't have a graveyard building up yet at the moment, and we're just, you know, shutting down everything they're playing as they play it. Another just absolute dominating win here. That's just, I mean, these games are going so fast too, man. Good stuff. All right, now this is a really good starting hand right here. Got the Authority of Consuls to kick things off on 1, which is always a good start. Because these matchups have all been so aggressive, man. Everything's trying to win by like turn 3, man. It's really annoying. All right, Clayfire Bricks gains me some life, and I get a land. I need one more land though, because I'd really like to get to this battlefront. I would imagine the opponent's going to be running what's it called? The Soul Cauldron, and they're going to be doing the Vivi stuff. Nice. We got ourselves a Verge here. I kind of want to just bring this in and take their talent. That may seem kind of strange, but the talent's a messy card to have out there because they can bring stuff back from the graveyard later. It could also serve as like a secondary sort of win con by creating otters. I think I'm fine with taking that away. All right, Wild Ride. Oof. They are going for it here, man. Holy cow. They are going for it. All right, we're definitely playing this. I'm not gambling on the Battlefront. I've learned my lesson today, gambling on that card. I got cooked on it earlier today, man. Brutal. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's going to produce a lot of mana for them and a lot of damage. All right, Battlefront, we need you here. Come on, lock in. Lock in for me, Battlefront. Okay. Not what we needed. Not what we needed at all. But you know what? I got 2 simulacrums. That provides me at least a blocker. A lot of good scrying here. Don't need those. GG's! The opponent concedes, man. I actually felt like I was in a pretty bad spot there, actually. I didn't like the way that game was headed, but apparently the opponent didn't either. Ooh, we got a little bit of a rare occasion here. We got ourselves an Enigma Jewel and a Consoles. I think I'm going to keep it for sure. I'm trying to think of how I want to play my lands out here. Do I want to throw a starting town out here to get the Consoles going? It looks like I might want to. Yeah, based on the matchup that I'm seeing here, probably should do that. I'd like to get the Enigma Jewel down on this next turn too, but man, that would mean that I'd be giving up the Relic on this next turn, which I don't love. I need to find a sweeper, obviously. If I can't find my sweeper, we might be cooked here, guys. So I need to make sure I quickly draw, I think, here, because I really got to find the sweeper, or the ability to go find the sweeper with things like this, or the you know, repurposing bay would be really nice. Man, what to do on this next turn? I think this next turn is going to be the Enigma Jewel, and then we play the Clay Fired Bricks to go fish out another basic. That way we can curve into the battlefront without having to worry about dropping this on turn 4. We're taking a lot of damage though, man. Holy smokes. Okay, so Enigma Jewel. And then Clay Fired Bricks gains me a little bit of life, but not a lot. And then, I mean, the Battlefront really only needs to hit, it needs to hit one of 2 things. It needs to hit a Repurposing Bay, which I'd be able to activate for free as soon as it comes down, or it needs to hit my Exiling all creatures sort of spell. That's what I'm gonna go fish with the Repurposing Bay anyways. That does mean I lose my Enigma Jewel though, which that's why we only have one of, because I kept losing it when we had a full play set before with that new sweeper. So Shelter by Ghost is a crazy hit here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well now it's gonna be basically find it or bust. That's crazy. All right. Let's go, dude. Ooh, it's so easy sometimes. I love when it's easy. All right, we're gonna draw a card too. Let's go, and we get to keep our jewel. Dude, that's sick. Let's go. Let's go, and we find the Repurposing Bay. My goodness. What a turn of events, huh? What a turn of events. All right, here we go. We got Repurposing Bay. Then we got the Relic. Let's do it. And we're going to draw another card off of this Relic. I love the Relic, man. The Relic has been such a sweet addition to this deck. What do we want to grab? I think I'm just going to take this. I'm only at 5 life, so I've really got to take every creature they play very seriously. So let's get that off the field. Next turn, I can probably just do this. Play a Consoles, and then look to play the Saw Blades here. There's nothing I want to sacrifice. Let's look to play the Saw Blades instant speed, do the Repurposing Bay to go grab a Synthesizer. Perfect. We get a target. Let's go. How kind of them to give us that target. Here we go. Repurposing Bay, go grab ourselves a Synthesizer here. Do a little scrying, which I can then, you know, set up for maybe even more action here. I'll take both of those. And we get a land. And what do we want on top here? Probably none of those. I don't think I want any one of those. Let's see if we can find something off the top with this. Okay, we are officially in a commanding lead here, guys. Let's go ahead and do this. Station. We're in an absolutely commanding lead. We might actually even be able to station and use this land here, which is really nice. I'm really surprised they haven't conceded yet. Yeah, let's do this. Let's station this guy. Let's create another one of these. Oh my gosh, that's so broken. Okay, and then yeah, Battlefront's cool. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're actually gonna go find the fire. We're gonna go find the fire. A hawk. Actually, no, we can give them the hawk back because they're not gonna gain any life off of it, and it comes in tapped. Boom! And then we're gonna go grab the fire crystal. GG's, my friend. GG's. Absolutely ran him over here. Oh my god, dude. This deck might be the best deck in standard. I'm not even kidding. This thing feels so good. So good. All right, we're going first, and our hand looks great. There's nothing to complain about here. We got the mana's perfect, and we've got a 4th land drop for the Battlefront there. Perfect. Looks good to me. And it looks like it might be sacrifice again. We've been seeing a lot of sacrifice. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I definitely want to set up the synthesizer here. I'm in no rush at the moment. Another snare is fine. It's a very useful tool that I could use. There's also an option there where I could have put that second on the list here behind the land, and I guarantee that the Battlefront would hit some sort of value. But I don't think I want that. Preacher. All right, I'm gonna go Authority of Consuls here. Little snare action, take their Preacher. Call it a day on the turn. Not a bad turn. Very, very efficient turn. I've got a nice blocker now to the Inti. I know the Inti is gonna get a little bit bigger though. It's gonna go to 4, but it's a good start here. I'm guessing because they're running red that they have to be running the 3-mana creature. What is the Alesha, I think is her name, the one that brings back all the creatures from the graveyard based on her power. Another Preacher though. It's annoying. That's nice though. Is that what I want to do though? Do I want to gamble? Oh, I do like me some gambling. I don't want them to be able to draw cards, man. I feel like this is the play. It's such a scary play though, because I feel like I could have done so much better there. Still no attacks. I mean, I might chump block here. It's gonna go to 5 now though. Just trying to keep them off of drawing cards here. I'm trying to outvalue them. Man, they really keep dropping cards here. I think I am going to jump block this. I don't think I want to keep taking this damage. All right, down to 13. At least if you're going to play more creatures here, keep them cheap so I can get the Star Cage off, but they're not even letting me get that going here. All right, I'm gambling. Let's go. We're gambling. Repurposing Bay, and I guess let's go with the bricks because it gains us a little bit of life, yeah? Sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna create a body. We're gonna get a card. We're gonna do some scrying. Oh, we already scryed? Or no, we're not scrying. What am I saying? That's from the synthesizer if it was entering. Okay. And then this guy does what exactly? Lifelink, whenever one or more creatures you control dies, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, lose 1 life. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna hurt, but I'm at 17 now, so I'm kind of chilling. Okay, void. At the beginning of your end step, a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn. You get to create these little guys. Okay. Interesting. What an interesting card. All right. Gain some life. I needed that. This guy goes away too, doesn't he? He does. He sacrifices himself. I wonder why they played it that way. I'm not going to complain. Let's start with... Oh, I can do this to go grab. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, I'm perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, we've got him. GG's. Okay, so we've got this perfect amount of mana to do this. So we're gonna go synthesizer on the back end of the Star Cage. It's gonna take the whole field. And oh, I did not think that through. Shoot. And then I was gonna repurposing Bay the 2-mana artifact. Whoops. I misplayed that one. If I sack. Yeah, I misplayed that one. Shoot. Huge misplay. I should have sacked the other one first. See, what I was trying to do there is I was trying to optimize the number of construct tokens that I was going to get on that play. And instead, I should have focused more on eliminating their board state and not focusing on, you know, generating more power on mine. I lost this one, didn't I? To some nonsense. I sure think I did. Okay. All right, I've got options here. What's the play though? What's the play? So if I snare, well, I could actually just do this again and take these two, and then that would create me another body. Man, this is bad. Yeah, it's the only play I really have, isn't it? I really screwed up here with that repurposing bay trigger. I should have done that so different. But yeah, I think we're okay as long as I don't have another kill spell, but that's kind of wishful thinking. They've shown us quite a few kill spells here. Okay, this is kind of a sign that they don't have a kill spell. All right, I think we live. I think we live, guys. I'm a little nervous right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Things are going not our way exactly, so thanks to my misplays. Okay, Cauldron. I can rock with the Cauldron. Okay, so if I draw a card, I can do some stuff with that. Could do some stuff with that. Oh, shoot, what's the play here, guys? I think it's the snare. I think it's gotta be the snare, right? Gotta be the snare. We take you. And then if I play this, okay, so I can block. I could double block this because it's got the menace. They draw, discard a card. They give 1/1 counter to that. I kind of need like one more body here. Is there any way I can create another body here? I could, and I can maybe give them back some sort of like I can give them back a creature here maybe, and then create another body, but then that would gain me a little bit of life. Nah, I think this is definitely the move. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this next turn. We're so close to death. This is so scary. I really need them to just draw a land here or something. I guess if they did this perfectly, they could just win the game here. And it's my fault. I should not have played the way I did. Because all I gotta do is activate that creature land and then go with the Cauldron play here. And give it a 1/1 counter. I think it's only a sorcery speed play though, so I don't know why they didn't go for it now. Oh, I guess it's not sorcery speed, it's instant speed. Okay, I didn't think so, but I guess I was wrong. All right, we're dead. GG's. That's on me. That's 100% on me. There's so much damage I could have avoided in that game if I did the opposite, the opposite of what I did on that one turn. That one turn got me so bad. Repurposing bay, and then this would have been the move. I would have been left with one construct that would have died, but at least they wouldn't even had a 5/5. I would have 5 more life right now. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. Man, those are the games you really want to get back. Man, that's just such a bummer. It goes to show you though that like the littlest decision, you know, can really decide the factor of an entire game. So you got to be really careful when you're making your decisions. I'm always so quick to rush through my plans without really thinking them 100% through. And it always ends up coming back to bite me. Garnet. I like this card a lot. I've been trying to build a Garnet deck for so long. It's not very good though. I'm going to be real. At least it wasn't before rotation, but maybe it is now. Maybe I'm sleeping on it. You know what? I think I'm going to go repurposing bay here actually. Now I've got a really good established board state here that can generate value every turn. Repurposing Bay might actually be better than the synthesizer itself. Obviously, the synthesizer is the important card to win the game with, but the Repurposing Bay is actually just a better value engine. You know, let's go get another land, gain some life. And then let's go ahead and just grab a synthesizer here. I'm not too worried about the Garnet and what it's doing right now. I'm chilling. Take my time. Oh, that's actually a good card. I can take out the Garnet next turn with it. And then sack it. Demolition Fields. That's actually kind of annoying because if they sacrifice my land, it's gonna reshuffle my deck and I don't get the Saw Blades. I really want the Saw Blades. All right, they go with the Hauntwoods instead though. Okay, so first things first, Garnet's gotta go. I'm gonna snare. All right, we're chilling. GG's. I don't think they can come back from this. I mean, who knows? They might have artifact destruction. They could be running like cease and desist. And desist side of things, it will unfortunately blow up every enchantment and artifact on the field. So that could be really bad if they end up having that. Okay, they give it flights, drawing a card. That's fine. That doesn't do a whole lot for them. Let's just, I don't know. I guess let's start with drawing a card. How about that? Okay, land. Let's draw another card. I love that. I will never get over how good that is, man. The relic is so nice for that. Draw a card. How about another one? All right, next turn we win. That's kind of ridiculous, for sure. Yeah, next turn we win this one. A little bit of a non-game, but I'll take it, man. I'll take a nice casual one here. And it's not their fault. Garnet, if it goes off at the right time and it curves out nicely, it's a really good deck, but it's just super inconsistent, unfortunately. Okay, so I've got a couple of options. I think I can just win here. I think I can do 32 damage. If I just do this. Yeah, if I just do this and then I just sack the snare. Don't care about what's on top here, to be honest, but those definitely don't need to stay. All right, so we sacrifice the snare. We gain a little bit of life. We go grab the fire crystal and put our opponent here out of their misery. It really doesn't matter where this counter goes. I don't think they realize what I'm about to grab here. They never really do. Nobody really expects the fire crystal because we've, you know, stayed in Azorius the whole game. But yeah, that's kind of a lot of damage. Oh my god. Fire crystal is so insane, man. It's so insane. All right, well, I wasn't gonna play another one, but you know what? We're really close to the numbers and I do have time for one more, I think. So I wanna give this one more roll. Roll the dice and see what happens. I said roll because of their name. It threw me off. You know what? This is actually going to be really helpful. So are these. These are also going to be extremely helpful. Rabbits. I'm ready for the rabbits though, man. We are very much prepared. Oh, Gruul. Wait a minute. This is not what I thought it was. Still glad we got the consoles down when we did though. A snare too, that's really helpful. Oh, I'll keep it. I mean, I can't pass that up, you know? Not against this matchup. This matchup absolutely calls for those. Okay. Oh, we're doing some flinging stuff. Ugh. Okay. Well, if they go with that, I guess that's just going to be the end of the turn, though, and they kind of run out of juice. Never mind, they have another land. Okay, so I guess they could fling it now and maybe win the game. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, the good news is if they don't kill us this turn, which it's possible, but if they don't kill us this turn, there's a little chance here that if I just take their 2 creatures off the field, they won't be able to do anything and the game's going to be over. But I'm guessing they're going to fling this thing. They sure are. That's crazy. That's so crazy, man. How unlucky, dude. That's crazy that someone can curve out like that. It just doesn't make any sense. I dropped 2 lands here, guys. I played 1 spell and I dropped 2 lands. Like, come on. I can't get my head around that. I dropped 2 lands and one of them came in tapped. I essentially was able to spend 1 mana that whole game. They just curved out insane. To find a turn inside out too off of that targeted snakeskin veil is wild. Oh well. That's fine. I don't mind losing those ones. Whatever.
Yeah. Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.